I'm sorry, is he driving?
Do my eyes deceive me?
Is he driving? It's the very end of it, too, where he just goes,
Yeah, he's like, he was so shocked.
Oh, my God.
So defendant's bond is revoked in this matter. Defendant is to turn himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today. Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond.
Welcome to the iKnowBadeaux Podcast.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to the iKnowBadeaux Podcast. Coming at you from the Slice on Oak Studios. My name is Mayor Dave Badeaux of the city of Brainerd, and with me, as always, is my brother.
I didn't ask to be born.
Yep, there it is. Gabriel Johnson, the councilman. What say ye?
Not much, Dave.
Not much. Timberwolves lost.
Go Lynx. Lynx are 8-2.
Hey, there you go. Well, speaking of women's sports, we are again champions.
We are the champions of the inaugural Professional Women's Hockey League. Minnesota is the only team to have ever won the championship.
We are number one and
Yes.
only number one. We're a women's sports mecca over in these parts. Congratulations to those ladies. Should we talk about some news?
Let's talk some news.
Let's do it. Don't tell Scotty. He does the news.
Well, let's start over there, huh?
You know what? Clip that.
Newly released body camera footage shows a San Diego police officer locked in the backseat of a squad car with an arrestee who propositioned him for sex minutes before.
You dumb bastard.
So, didn't we talk about last week about how you and I went on a long tirade about this back and forth? Uh-huh. This was the news article.
This is don't get me started on this. Well, you got me started.
So he locked himself in the back of a squad car.
Yes.
Okay.
With somebody who wanted to have sex with him.
Yes.
Someone who, there's body cam footage
Yes.
of her saying, I will fuck you right now.
Yes.
And he says, don't say that. It's being recorded.
Yes.
And then his body cam turns off.
Yes. Let's let you read the story for a little bit, because I'm sure we're going to get to all the details. But yeah, I sent this to Scott because I was like, juicy.
Juicy.
Investigators with the San Diego Police Internal Affairs Department launched a probe into former Officer Anthony Hare last year.
They're not the only ones that are going to be launching probes into him.
Right to jail, right away.
After he was found in the back seat with a female detainee he arrested and was supposed to transport to a detention center in August 2023. Hare resigned amid the investigation just one day before his second scheduled interview with investigators. The investigators wrapped up earlier this month. The San Diego Police Department did not immediately return a request for comment. The department released numerous videos and audio files from August 14th under a law that requires law enforcement agencies to publicly share records that find peace officer misconduct through an internal investigation.
Rightfully so.
The incident unfolded after Hare, a 2-year police veteran, helped arrest...
Stop.
That's not veteran.
We're going to start calling toddlers birthing veterans.
A veteran human who can now walk.
Your brain has the shell on it.
Yeah.
Continue.
After Hare, 2-year police veteran, helped arrest an unidentified female suspect who was involved in an alleged car theft and had a bench warrant. The officer was tasked with taking the woman to police headquarters and then to Las Colinas Detention Center. During the interaction, which was caught on Hare's body cam video, the female suspect is heard propositioning him for sex as he drove the car in an effort to work the system. Are you single? The suspect asks the officer. He replies, yes, but you're not, referring to her having a boyfriend.
Oh, he knows all about it?
Yeah, he knew.
Yeah, you're not too bad, she then says. What's it gonna hurt me if I work the system, you know what I mean? She then explicitly mentioned sex.
Let's just settle it right here in Brainerd.
Hare replied, don't say that right now. Don't say that right now because everything is being recorded right now. He's then heard asking her what she's doing in the back seat, and his body camera turns off.
Yep.
According to police GPS tracking data released with the video files, Hare then pulled onto a residential street blocks away from the detention center. 20 minutes later, Hare called a fellow officer asking him for a master key and asking him to meet him immediately.
Help!
As is, of course, the tradition.
Quote, I heard and noticed Officer Hare had a panicky voice, the unidentified officer
Imagine.
who responded
Rookie move.
said in a police interview. I asked him why he needed me, and he said he would tell me when I got there. He said he was really embarrassed.
Yeah. I missed that part that he told him, I'll tell you when you get here. Because then didn't it take like an hour? Because they sent someone else.
So about 30 minutes later, a supervisor arrived and unlocked Hare from the backseat of the car. He told the responding officer that he went to the backseat because he thought the woman needed help and that the door accidentally shut on him. Quote, when I was waking her up, that's when I noticed that this door closed on me. That's when I was trying to kind of open the door, he said. He also claimed his body camera was accidentally shut off when he stepped out of the car.
Yeah. There's a lot of things tracking you, officer. Lot.
Right.
Like, not just the camera. Like, they have
They know where the car is.
They have the video of
Yeah.
him, like, pulling down a residential street and parking. Which, I was thinking about this, right? Like, that's not something a normal human being does. Just pulls off into a neighborhood and just starts getting it on in the back seat. But it's a cop car.
Yeah.
So who's gonna think, I bet that cop's fucking back there.
Right, but if
Well, me now.
yeah.
but if there's a cop car parked in my neighborhood, I always think, what the fuck is that car doing? here?
Always.
If there's a random Ford Explorer or whatever, I never think twice.
True story. Yeah. Every time that there is any type of cop car in our neighborhood, Callie informs us that there's a cop car in the neighborhood. Yeah. What an absolute moron.
Yeah, how do you... It's like Super Troopers.
Yeah.
How do you
His
not...
name's even Rabbit.
How do you not... No, that's good. How do you not know that you can't get out?
Well, that's the thing, right? You got pretty caught up in the moment. Like, and pussy, hell of a drug.
She needed some help with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did like that part. Well, she needs some help with her vagina.
What were you doing back there? Cleaning. Dude, I was only cleaning.
Ectoplasm. It's
Her
ectoplasm.
vagina.
Oh man. But yeah, the you're aware, right? He's clearly aware that all these things have happened.
Right.
And you've got to be aware that they know where your car is. You have to be aware. There's no way you're not. So then to get through all of that and then also forget to not shut the door
Yes.
is, I mean, come on, man. What did you think was going to happen?
He probably thought he was going to be able to rape this woman and then be
Oh.
able to resign with no consequences.
Okay. So, audience, this is where Scott. This is where,
Solid assessment.
this is where Scott has a firm stance, and I 100% agree with Scott, and yet he somehow thinks that I don't agree with him enough. We have laws; it should be illegal to have sex with people, whether they want it or not.
Right.
After you have arrested them.
Yes.
This is not someone that you were like, hey, let me give you a ride back after your trial date.
Right.
Or, hey, you got into a scuffle. And
This is somebody who says, I will let you rape me if
Yes.
you let me get away.
you know what? That sounds like a great proposition. Just don't tell your boyfriend.
Let me shut this camera off.
Yeah, don't say that right now. It's on camera.
Yeah, he actually says, you have a boyfriend. He says that. So, I mean, man, I don't know. But so how did he get caught?
Police testing found traces of Hare's semen on his belt.
Well, did he come or what?
No, this is the part where I said to Scott. This is the part where maybe Scott thinks I deviate a little bit. I think he's got a defense here. Because when was the last time you washed your belt?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I guarantee there's semen on every belt I own. So it's physically impossible for there to not be a trace of semen on every single belt that I
This is
own.
his service belt, not his golf belt.
It's still a belt. I didn't.
Does he take it home?
Yeah, I didn't discern between my belts. Oh man, yeah, crazy. I like that too. That was the point where they're just like, look, man, there's semen on your belt, and then he was like, you know what? I think I resign. Shouldn't make fun of it in that. Honestly, it is rape. You know, like it's the same thing as teachers sleeping with students.
Yes.
It's the exact same thing. Only you're adults
And teachers go to jail.
No.
Yes.
It's not the exact same. I would think raping kids is worse.
Okay. I will agree to that. I mean, in terms of
The hypocrisy.
the hypocrisy.
The power dynamic.
The power dynamic.
Yep.
You literally have this is a prisoner.
Yes.
A prisoner that you are now going, you know what? That sounds good. I like that. I'll take you up on that. That sounds great. But you want me to take the cuffs off first? Oh, kind of spoils it for me.
Oh, God.
God. Over the line! Oh, come on. That's too far? Come on, guy. Jesus. Yeah, I am firmly in the same camp as you, Scott and Gabe. Wrong. Very, very wrong. And not only that, and this is the problem I have more than anything, is that, yeah, you should have to release these videos. Yes, this should be public knowledge. And no, this man should never be a cop again. Like he he should not be a cop again. There's no line from here that I then draw back to, we're okay.
Right.
Right? There just isn't. Okay, go find another job where maybe you can do that. If you're cleaning pools
he's a cop somewhere. He just resigned.
Oh,
He wasn't
I'm
fired.
sure.
Right.
No,
That's
but
the
He's
thing.
got
You
no mark on
resigned.
his record.
yes, that's what
next
we're
county over.
saying. Yeah, next county over, and I have a huge problem with that. Right? There's almost any other job.
Yeah, go be a teacher.
Yes, yes, almost any other job except for being a police officer. Yeah, it's crazy. How embarrassing. And you have to sit there for a half hour with that lady in the back because she wasn't.
Oh, that's
she
awkward.
wasn't a prize.
That's the worst part of it.
Yeah, she wasn't a
Oh,
prize.
come on.
you then had to sit with your own filth.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not to call the lady filth, but
But it was stanky.
okay, all right, moving on. Next.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything left on that one.
No, I think
No, we've built that.
we've gone a little further than we needed to.
Yeah. The semen belt defense is a solid one, though. I'm telling you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Initially, you think, "Oh shit, they got me," and then you think, "Who watches their belt?"
Here's the rest of my belt.
Yeah,
Test them.
exactly.
I said I would demand they test every other officer's belt. My semen's probably on their belts too. All right, moving on. Next.
Madonna sued by fan for emotional stress of being forced to watch sex acts in heat.
Well, see you later.
That is a wild headline.
Wait, hold on now. In heat.
In the heat, not the. Yeah, that's a bad headline.
There's so many things about that.
Who was in heat?
Yeah. Are they in heat? Is it warm? Was it the movie heat?
It's just hot.
Okay.
It's just hot.
It makes it worse? It wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't so fucking hot in here.
Recreating the movie to force him to watch sex. You're pretty cool.
Okay, one Madonna fan didn't take too kindly to many of the choices she made during her celebration tour. Plaintiff Justin, however you say that last name, recently filed a class action lawsuit against the pop star on behalf of himself and the concert goers who were present at her May 7th show in California.
All right. Yeah.
More specifically, he is accusing Madonna and Live Nation of breach of written contract, negligent misrepresentation, intentional infliction of emotional distress, false advertising, negligence, negligent infliction of emotional distress, and unfair competition.
What? I was trying to pick the one I was going to put at the top, and I had false advertising, but no.
Unfair competition. I can't do that.
Aw.
His main complaints are that the concert started over 90 minutes late and that Madonna was allegedly lip-syncing during the performance.
Yeah, that's nonsense.
He also claims that the Material Girl singer demanded to shut off the air conditioning and later told fans to take their clothes off when they complained that the heat was making them physically ill.
Oh, so other people started effing in the crowd? This is great if that's what happened. She just
Why did she turn the air conditioner?
to get people to start fucking in the crowd. She knows what's up.
It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes.
This is
a natural response.
She's been in the game for a long time.
This guy was also extremely offended by the lewd sexual acts performed on stage.
Oh, okay.
And sorry, my thing just flipped up. And says that there should have been a disclaimer to fans beforehand.
It's Madonna.
I was going to say the disclaimer is Madonna.
What she's been doing for 40 years.
She wrote a book called Sex. Isn't it just called Sex?
Did she write a book?
Well,
I thought it was just pictures.
It might be
of-
There's
just
like pictures of her vagina or something.
after Rodman.
I was going to say, was Dennis Rodman in it?
I'm pretty sure he was. Before and after.
He believes that Madonna, quote, purposely and deceptively withheld informing ticket purchasers about the sexual nature of her celebration tour. As he says, attendees were forced to watch topless women on stage simulating sex acts. Forced to watch. Leave.
Turn around.
Yeah.
I guess ask for your money back. I guess
Don't
that's
buy
what-
tickets to Madonna.
Right.
Fucking thing sucks.
So, yeah.
It is weird how far we've come, though. Like, you know, we used to have comedians getting arrested for lewd behavior for just saying words on
Saying
stage.
one of the 7.
Yeah. Arrested, you know, just for performing lewd. And now we just have topless women, you know, filleting.
And we
Air
laugh
fillet.
at anybody who complains.
Air filleting. Just better than air guitar, I guess.
Depends on who you are, I guess.
That's true.
For the lawsuit, the guy is asking for a refund for the tickets and for Madonna to give up profits she made from the tour due to unfair business acts and practices. He also requested a jury trial.
Oh, I like that. I do like that. I kind of like the idea of a bunch of people that have nothing better to do arguing about whether Madonna can or cannot turn the air conditioning off. That is a weird move, though, turning it off. You just wanted to get it stanky in there, I think, you know, as our police officer learned. You know, you get in there.
He would not be sued. He is not part of the class action suit.
No. He's got a belt just for it.
Yeah, it seems like he might not win that one.
Sorry you were disappointed in, you know, the performance.
Sorry you didn't like the tits.
Yeah. Speaking of which, you saw the NHL lady, right? From the Oilers?
Yeah.
No.
How have you not? It's been all over everything.
Great set of tits.
It's just a fan in the stands that just flashes one of her friends or somebody, just, you know, and it's just made the rounds of the internet. Yeah. Well, for good reason, you know. Good on you.
Yeah.
Good decision.
I'll do some research later.
Good. You won't have to do much. It's freaking everywhere. But you know,
It's going to be everywhere.
boobs are great. People love boobs. We knew that in the 80s. We forgot it, you know, in recent years.
That guy doesn't.
That guy, well, I think he's still confused that the boobs are good. Let the boobs fly.
Everybody loves boobs.
I don't understand that
Everybody
part.
loves boobs.
I thought it was going to be way worse than some girls with their boobs out.
Yeah.
Like
You thought it was going to be just
It's
the entire crowd turned into an orgy?
it's Madonna. I think things
Not out of the realm.
No,
Yeah.
things could have got real squirrely. Okay, well, good luck to him. I hope Madonna keeps all of her profits minus his ticket.
Yeah.
Minus his $120.
All right, moving on. Next.
North Korea sends fleet of balloons carrying to South Korea.
This one I've been waiting for.
Poop again.
So I saw this.
Sorry, it says excrement.
Yeah, but you said
I said shit.
I saw this. I thought it was a joke.
Right.
Because this looks like the fakest thing I've ever seen. It's large, like weather balloons, with just a string hanging down and a package on the bottom. Not wrapped package. This isn't, you know, Animal Crossing.
Wow.
Well, that's all
Did
I
you
can
get
think
that
of.
one, Gabe?
That's all I can think of. But it's just a wrapped up little package, like a hobo.
Yep.
And turns out it's full of lots of things.
Oh, just garbage.
Yep.
Just garbage and poop.
Yep.
Still could have been a joke.
It's on a mass.
good.
It's on a mass scale, though. So I
mean,
thought it was fake, and it just
is-
kept happening.
It is a joke. It's just a very aggressive,
Yeah,
potentially dangerous joke.
potentially.
Biological warfare.
Yeah?
And you're at the whim of the wind as well.
So it's going to come right back at you.
Yeah, it's dangerous. Like, you start homing balloons.
Sure.
You've lifted up shit and just said,
now-
Is that a hope?
yep.
Hope it goes that way.
Oh man.
Yeah, send it up. Now what?
Yeah.
Well, now we wish.
I did find it funny. So there's human excrement was
Yes.
actually listed. So that involves a step in process.
Well, there's like a classified ad in the newspaper. We're looking for 400 people to come to bag for us.
Yeah, knowing North Korea, they probably set out like little boxes. Please, right here. And then,
Yeah, it's called a porta potty.
well, not. I'm thinking it's more of just a shoebox with a bag.
More like kitty litter.
Yeah, well, give me the Walmart bag you tie up. But it wasn't just shit. So there was that garbage. The one that I absolutely lost it on was shoe parts.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
I saw that. Like, so it was in one of the articles that I read was like old shoe parts. And I thought that's ingenious because imagine if America just started sending all of their dads' lawn shoes against Canada. Every man that I know has 5 pairs of lawn shoes because every time you're done with a pair of shoes, they become your lawn shoes.
Right. And they're all New Balance.
Well, we all have them. I mean, do you not? Do you not have? I have for sure 3 that I can think of off the top of my head that were just retired and now are sitting on a shelf in the basement that then get put in. They're always a little damp
Yeah.
for whatever fucking reason
From the dew.
from the dew, and then they just get put on. You mow the lawn, you put them back. Right? Do we not? So every man in America has them. Can you imagine if we just decided just against our enemies,
We're sending them up to Winnipeg.
just sending New Balances in balloons?
But only parts.
But only parts. That was the other thing. It's
How do
just
you get
parts.
shoe? So are you breaking them apart, or are these from recently exploded people?
Ooh. Well, you don't want.
I'm going to guess North Korea still has cobblers.
Could be.
Okay.
Could be.
So as they repair the shoe, they take the broken piece off and they
Sure.
put it in.
Well, you.
Wipe their ass with it real quick.
That's even better. Come to my house, step in the poop that the old lady has let her dog shit in my yard. Step in that, put it in a bag, send it to North Korea. Yeah, but just crazy. And I guess the other thing too is you don't want to be sending full shoes. You don't want these people to be finding me going, these are perfectly good lawn shoes.
Yeah.
You know, you want to send just the toe. You know, but man, just of all things, that for some reason that was the one that broke me because I was like, I get poop. That's pretty funny, right? I get garbage.
What, since when? You guys always get so mad at me.
About poop? It's
Poop again.
It is poop. It's always poop again. It's always poop again. But this is people taking human feces, wrapping it up in a nice little package, attaching a balloon to it like it's a birthday gift, and then just tossing it in the wind and waving at it and hoping it goes to where it wants to go. And then it actually getting there. That's the other thing. The poop got to the other country and landed in the
And
street.
landed.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not like it just is floating by and people are like, don't shoot it.
Don't
Don't put it with your boots, Ted.
Don't tell me my business, devil woman.
It's landing. So there's some science behind this poop attack.
Yeah.
And I like it. I like all of that.
They're a nuclear power.
Right.
In retaliation, I showed you today.
Yeah, so North Korea said that they would stop doing it after South Korea threatened to turn back on their loudspeakers.
Yep. That just play K-pop.
Yeah.
They were playing K-pop over the border.
Yep. So they have them right at the demilitarized zone.
Giant.
Huge speakers, and they just blast K-pop at them.
A wall of
That is
speakers.
psychological warfare.
Yeah.
And to be fair,
And North Korea was like, all right.
we'll stop. We're getting close to running out of shoes anyways. We didn't have a lot of shoes to begin with. We're North Korea.
Yeah. Can we get those parts back? Gotta make some shoes.
Keep the shoe. Oh, man. Yeah, that's it. Just the visual of it. I saw it and I was like, that has to be fake. There's no way that's real. So I just scrolled past it. And then it came up again. And then the third time it came up, I was like, all right, there's something to this. And then I clicked and started reading. I was like, this is a legitimate article. This is actually happening across the world. And I also sent this to Scott saying, Like there are countries at war right now. In 2 places on Earth, there is a massive war going. China has threatened that anyone that stops them from doing whatever they want with Taiwan, they're going to attack as well.
Anybody that says the word Taiwan.
Yeah. Meanwhile, 70 years after a war happened, 2 countries are sending shit at each other via balloon.
Yeah, one's sending shit and the other one's just blasting music at him. Hey, fuck you. No, fuck you. No, fuck you.
All right. All right. If you stop with...
I'll turn the music down. You stop with the...
It's just great. Oh, we live in the weirdest world. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
All right, done with that one?
Yes.
I think that's good. Next.
You want to talk about the guy who called the court?
I do want to talk about that.
Okay.
So
Why don't you take that one?
Oh, you're okay. So I also
because it's just a short little video.
It's a super short video. We'll play we'll play the actual video because I think it's funny enough even just in audio form. But this gentleman has been issued a court date. He is attending the court date via Zoom or whatever program.
He was issued a ticket for driving without a license.
He's been issued a ticket for driving without a license. And so here's the clip of that ordeal.
Mr. Harris, are you driving?
Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office, actually. So just give me 1 second. I'm parking right now.
You stationary?
I'm pulling in right now at this second. Yes, I am.
All right. What are we doing?
Your Honor, we are respectfully requesting an adjournment in this matter, up possibly 2 to 4 weeks if the court would allow.
Okay. So maybe I don't understand something. This is a driving while license suspended?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And he was just driving. And he didn't have a license.
That is with the charges, Your Honor, yes.
No, I'm looking at his
Yes.
record. He doesn't have a license. He's suspended and he's just driving.
That is correct, Your Honor.
I don't even know why he would do that. So defendant's bond is revoked in this matter. Defendant is to turn himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today. Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond.
And that's ridiculous.
So
questions. So many questions.
The judge was just
hold on.
I'm sorry. Is he driving?
Do my eyes deceive me?
Is he driving? It's the very end of it too, where he just goes.
yeah, he's like, he was so shocked.
Oh my God.
He looks like, and this is for visual only, but he looks like the actor in the movie Elf that always reminds me of Warren Sapp. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
6 inches.
Sure.
He looked like that guy. So I, again, at first thought this was fake as well. But a turn of events though.
Okay.
So supposedly, and I haven't confirmed this, but supposedly now it's come through that it was a clerical error that he has thought that he has had his license for 2 years. So he thought he had his license. And so it still is hilarious because even more so than that, like here's this poor guy. Because how it really changes things.
Yeah, it really changes his facial expressions. Yeah. Trying to figure out, like, wait a minute, I don't have a license. Hold on, what have I done?
But yeah, he had to report back to.
He had to go to jail.
That night.
Yeah,
that night.
Yeah, by 6 p.m. or whatever it was. Crazy, absolutely crazy, and hilarious too.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
But sad if it was a clerical error and this dude thought he had a license and he was attending his court date to explain, they gave me this ticket, but that's not right. I have a license.
Yep. So I saw 2 different clips saying that, hold up, but the second one was just referencing the first one. So really this is coming from one set of information. So I didn't, check to make sure it is, but we should at least be as up to date as we've seen, it is hilarious. It's one of the funnier things I've seen on the internet lately. Yeah. And it's just his facial expressions. He's like, nope, hold on.
I'm just pulling in.
And stop. Oh, you're stopped now? Okay, anyways, come back to jail. Start the car back up.
Yeah, you should drive your happy ass back to jail.
Oh, man. I think that's probably good with that one as well. You got one
Yeah.
more?
I do.
All right, let's bring it home. Next.
I do. We got a follow-up.
Oh, yeah. Is it poop?
It is not.
Not poop again?
It is not.
Okay.
Is it a murderous elephant?
It is not.
First of all, if you can hear drums in the background, we're back to summer. And so evidently we're just going to have drums again for the summer. So if you can hear it, I apologize. It's just what it is. When they play the clarinet, you can't hear it. When we start having the kid learning how to jam,
Sick beats.
well, do-do-doom, boom, boom, boom. I mean, he's really beating on that thing.
Yeah, he's hitting it hard.
Probably just like the police officer. All right, anyways, next.
A Japanese man who went viral for transforming into a dog
Oh, no.
says he now wants to become another animal.
Uh-oh. Gabe, guess.
Japanese, he probably wants to become a horse.
Oh, I wouldn't have went there.
The Japanese love the American West and Westerns.
True. And it has to be something he can accomplish, right? Yeah, I mean that's probably about it. You've got that because it ain't gonna be like a lizard, right? Because the costume, well, maybe like a Komodo dragon,
Yeah.
maybe. That and or a tiger would be my next one, but I'm gonna go Komodo dragon. I like that Komodo dragon.
Quote, I might realistically be able to become another dog.
Oh God.
A panda or a bear.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say panda, but he's Japanese, not Chinese.
Right.
So we wanted it to not be, over the line.
Yeah. Might realistically be able to become another dog, a panda, or a bear. A fox or a cat would also be nice, but they are too small for humans to try. I'd like
So are dogs.
Well, he was a pretty good collie.
Yeah.
That kid is back on the escalator again.
He could be a sun bear.
Didn't he spend like $14,000 on this?
$14,000. You have a suspiciously good recollection of this story.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah. You remember he was a collie? You remember the exact dollar amount that it cost for him to become this?
I thought you were talking to Gabe.
Oh, no. I was looking Gabe right in the eyes as we came to the same realization. Hey, you've been thinking about this story for a year.
Oh, yes. He pulled off a great collie. It was only 14 grand. Dave, settle down.
Oh, I totally thought you were talking to Gabe. I was over here thinking to myself, yeah, Gabe, why do you know so much about this?
I was doing the throwback to the sun bears in the Chinese zoo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking like a red panda. That would have been good too. But yeah, I'm sorry. In terms of things my brain stores, evidently how much does it cost a guy to look like a dog?
To get some fur.
Oh man.
You are all weirdos.
Oh, perfect. All right. We'll
Well,
call
that's
that good.
That's it.
That's all we need from that one.
Gonna end on that, huh? Wow.
Yeah, no, he just goes on to talk about he rarely tells his friends that he keeps it secret.
Yep.
That he's a dog now.
Doesn't seem like
He doesn't want to tell his friends because he's afraid they'll think he's weird.
Yeah. Yeah. But you don't get to go on the news.
Right. My secrets are not international news.
Right.
No, I don't. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Dave Badeaux doesn't know how much it costs for Gabe Johnson's secrets. Maybe he does. I don't know.
Yeah, he's got millions of views on YouTube.
Yeah, what a absolute freaking moron. Because wasn't he doing a YouTube channel as well? Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose maybe he never showed his
Yeah,
face.
when you're in costume.
Yeah.
He pulled it off real well.
He did. Well, the fur.
Did you hear him try to cover? Doesn't he have a YouTube channel or something? I believe it's called such and such.
Okay, so now
Yeah.
you're just being
good,
dumb. Now
Good
you're just being
cover.
dumb.
Good cover.
I'm sorry that I remember the story about the guy that spent an excessive amount of money to become a dog.
And his YouTube channel.
Well, that he had
What
one.
else?
I don't know. I don't remember anything else. Yeah, I think it's interesting. I want to take back my Komodo dragon one because you couldn't do it.
Because it's
the
not
fur.
fluffy enough.
It's the fur.
It is the fur.
It's the fur.
It's absolutely the
It's
fur.
the fur. But good for him. You know, I'm sorry that you realize that you're fucking weird. I mean, actually, you know what? I take that back. Thank God that he has enough self-awareness to understand the shame of spending $14,000, but not enough to not want to do it again.
Yeah, he's not like those fucking gimps.
What? Troublesome gimps.
Yes.
Right. And it's appropriate. When you're a weirdo,
Yeah.
just keep it to yourself. It's a secret.
Yeah.
It's not for society at large.
Right.
It's-
You're not getting walked to the grocery store and
No.
having them as just a restaurant.
proper
pet
amount
friendly.
of proper amount of shame.
That's a good point there, though, Scott. Because that's what's next.
Right.
You know that's what's next. Like we're
Somebody else is going to become a dog, and then people are going to ask if your restaurant is pet friendly. Can I bring my dog in to the gas station?
Oh,
that's gonna happen.
Get
I
ready.
can't die soon enough.
Get ready. You're going to be waiting in line behind Dave.
The old lady that's letting her dog shit in my yard is just gonna be her husband, Carl, shitting in my yard, dressed as a dog. All right. Yeah, we can keep an eye on that because it's also funny because again, doesn't want his friends to know, but yet again we're hearing about it. So maybe just shut the fuck up and be a dog in your spare time if that's what you want to do. Good for you. Whatever, dude. Honestly, whatever. But then don't pretend that.
Yeah, what happens in the confines of your wildly successful YouTube channel?
Hey, he hit gold and then was like, we should go back to that well. We should go back to that well, but not.
Could be another dog.
Could be another dog. I do like the red panda idea, or like
A red panda, those are tiny.
Yeah, but nobody knows that. I've never seen. If you came walking in here as a fake red panda, I would go like, "What the fuck is that?" But I wouldn't go like, "I bet that's a guy in a fake red panda suit."
I would absolutely go, that's a guy in a fake red panda suit.
If he was walking on all fours, because the collie dude,
I would not think it's a real panda.
you wouldn't think it's a real panda if just a red panda.
Everybody
suit.
knows that red pandas are tiny and adorable.
I don't know that. I think that
But
they're
relative to, like, I've never seen a picture of a red panda next to a
yes,
quarter.
yeah. I don't know.
They're not human sized.
This guy wasn't human sized.
They're-
This guy seemed little.
They're as big as a small dog.
Okay, all right. Well,
So a veteran human size.
hold on. So would you say maybe the size of a call? Maybe the size.
Veteran toddler. Or
Well,
veteran baby.
Yeah. 2 years on the force. 2 years on the force. And it's surprising that it took him that long to fuck a person in the backseat of his car. All right. Thank you to Scotty for the news.
Yes.
We're coming up on next week, which Gabe is running Taco Tuesday. You're going to need to get on that because I can see it in your face right now that you haven't thought twice about it.
No, I was thinking about it right before the podcast started.
Okay, good. Well, that gives us at least 30 minutes.
And you'll be doing it right before the next podcast starts as well.
Again, Taco Tuesday is when we play a game on the podcast, and before each question, we wager an ingredient. Scott and myself will be competing, and then the loser of the point has to eat a taco using just those two ingredients. And it's a lot of fun. I think because it's not something you want to do. None of those have been things that are like, yay, I'd like to eat that. But the tortilla softens the blow.
Yeah.
So Gabe's got that going. Do you have a category yet? Do you know what we're going to be looking at for a category? You probably shouldn't tell me because, that's better.
It was going to be Timberwolves trivia, but I'll find something different.
Okay, we did that. We did that. So that'll be next week. And then are we right back into, are we draft or what are we in? Are we into, I think we're right back into Be Kind Rewind again, aren't we? Yeah. So we'll have to get that ready. That will be 2002. I just watched the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy. So,
Okay.
Yep.
I watched The Fellowship of the Ring
Okay.
a couple week ago or so.
Okay. So
Good movie.
Really good movie.
Very good
Really
movie.
fucking
Very good movie. I fell asleep hardcore to it though, twice. But I watched Two Towers, so I've got thoughts on that. And then there's a lot of movies from 2002, ton of movies from 2003 as well. So if you guys are interested in that,
I think they made some in 2004, too.
I think they did. They did. But shoot stuff over to us. The first episode will obviously be pop culture and your TV and whatnot. So shoot some things over to us for that because we'd like to keep this stuff being interactive as possible. And then, we'll get into that. So anything else for you guys before we go?
Nah.
I think that's it. It's getting hot in here again. So that's fun. Thank you to the Boutros.
Yes.
Thank you to Gabriel Johnson.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you. And we will be back next week, but until then, we're done. I was actually thinking today, for some reason, about the Book of Mormon. I don't remember why it came up. I think maybe on Instagram or something. It came up on a reel or something. But it immediately, the notion of Dave Chappelle's "When Keeping It Real Goes Wrong" popped into my head. Because for those of you that don't know about the Book of Mormon, our good friend Joseph Smith had his seer stones, and then he would look into his hat, and that would then allow him to see all this stuff that was written down.
See the golden tablets.
Yes. Yeah. To create the Book of Mormon. But his wife stole the first version of the Book of Mormon, and he got all upset and had to go back and redo the Book of Mormon. But in the end, it ends up that not only is there a new Book of Mormon, but now they get to have multiple wives as well. So in terms of keeping it real gone bad.
Okay.
You sent your husband back into the woods.
And also, if you don't like your first wife, get another one.
When keeping it real goes wrong.